am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out again. My future needed clarity.
Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review on the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration, the Vault collection. So in today's makeup tutorial, I only used 3 out of the 4 eyeshadow palettes in the collection. The palette that I didn't use was Bling Boss, and that's the palette that I will be swatching in today's video. Just being that I did not use it on my eyes, however, I used all of the other palettes in the collection. I did this just so you guys can see overall how this collection is, how the eyeshadows perform and everything like that. There will be future videos of me using one palette per video, but as of today I just want to give you guys an overall review on what I think about this collection. So if you guys would like to see what I think about this collection and how I got this look, then please continue to watch. So when you go on Ulta or Morphe and you order all of the palettes, they will come like this, but in a slot, like sleeves kind of thing, and it has like a little, I don't know what it's called, like a little string or whatever that you can pull out each palette as if it was like a bookshelf or something, which is really nice. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get that because I purchased my palettes separately. I ordered 2 online and I got 2 in Ulta. The 2 that I ordered online was actually from Morphe, not Ulta. It comes in a box like this. This is what the box looks like. It is labeled with the name of each eyeshadow palette, of course, and it has the like colored confetti on it as well. So this is the Bling Boss palette, and so for the Bling Boss, as you guys can probably not see, but it's like purple confetti and everything like that because this palette is mainly purple shades. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and it has the name at the top as well for each palette. So right now I'm just going to show you guys the other palettes that I will not be swatching in today's video, being that you already have seen what they look like on my eyes. So the first palette is Ring the Alarm, and that's what that looks like. Really pretty warm tone. Then I have Dark Magic, and lastly Armed and Gorgeous. So those are the 3 palettes that I use in today's look. Now for Bling Boss, this is what Bling Boss looks like. So freaking pretty, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the swatches and the names of the eyeshadows. Okay, you guys, so these are the swatches of the palette, all 10 shades. I'm just going to go down the road just to explain the shade names to you guys. It's Bling Bling, Hush Hush, Gem, Pizzazz, Mystic, Sparks, Glitz and Glam, Rockstar, Ballsy, and Buried Treasure. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to keep this review pretty short and sweet. So my overall review for this collection is that I absolutely love it. Like the second I got all of my palettes together, I was so excited to try them. There was a lot of mixed reviews online about these palettes, but of course I just wanted to see what these palettes were about for myself. I absolutely love them. The only kind of negative thing I have to say about it, which honestly I don't really consider it negative, more like a disclaimer, is that these eyeshadows do take more time to blend. Not saying that they're not blendable, it just takes more time to do so. So that's just one thing that you might want to take into consideration before purchasing, or if you already purchased it and you haven't used them yet, they do take a little bit more time to blend. But once you get the blend down packed, it is beautiful. They're pigmented, creamy, rich. I absolutely love this collection and I don't regret buying it at all. So the first palette that we're going to be going into is the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm going to take this shade called Access. So the second shade we're going to go into is Smooth Criminal, and I'm taking that on a Morphe M513 brush. Okay, you guys, so that shade that I just put in my crease, I thought it was going to be a little bit more warm than what is showing up on my eyes. In the pan, it looks more warm, but it's actually coming up a little bit cool tone, a little bit darker than what I expected it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and take Secure right here and try to warm this up a bit. Okay guys, so now on a smaller, more dense brush, I'm going to go into Bring the Alarm. I'm going to take this brown right here called Secret. Now this brown is like way much better as far as the warmth that I wanted from that first brown that we used in the crease.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say the word.
Okay, so now we're going to go into the Dark Magic palette and take this black right here, and this is called Temptress.
The waves, exactly where I wanna be.
So as you guys can see, that shade has probably the most kickback that I've seen from any of the palettes so far. Which I'm not really complaining about. Just a FYI, I know you guys can see it on the tape on the outer corner. So just wanted to point that out. Not really that big of a deal. The pigmentation is still there. I feel like you should only really worry about fallout if it's affecting its pigmentation, which this is not. So yeah. So I'm gonna just dust away that fallout. This is kind of bothering me. Don't mind my swatches. I was just watching some lipsticks earlier for the fall time, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go back into that brown one more time just to make sure everything is really nice and blown out and smoky, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. Okay you guys, so I actually remember that I forgot to mention what I used to prime my eyes. I used the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and this is in the shade C5. So now that we're done blowing out the crease and making sure everything is nice, dark, and sultry, we're going to move on to cutting the crease, and I'm actually going to use that same concealer to do so. So that's what it looks like so far. Now I'm going to apply the lid shade. So the lid shade that I chose for today's look is in the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and it is the shade called Coin. So I'm just like Jaclyn Hill when I come to this step. No matter if I'm using a high-end eyeshadow or a drugstore eyeshadow, low-end eyeshadow, whatever the case is, I always spray my brush with water. So that's what I'm going to do now.
Doubted all that I could do.
That's what that looks like without me blending out the edges. This is amazing. Like, I know y'all see that pigmentation. It's there, honey. Cute. Okay, you guys, so I did do a few steps off of camera. First, what I did was just blend out the edges. I took a little bit more of that Temptress shade in the Dark Magic palette, which is the black, on the outer corners just to blend everything together. Then what I did was I took this glitter. This is called Prospectors Gold. I think that's how you say it. And you probably can't tell because it's literally the same shade as the lid shade that I applied. But I just did a little line to cut out that crease even more. And the real reason why I do this is because I have hooded eyes. So when I just go in with the shimmer eyeshadow, it's so easy for that eyeshadow to get into the crease and just mess up the whole entire look because I have hooded eyes. So yeah, this is just like my little thing that I do just to, you know, keep my sanity and just, you know, make sure that my look just stays looking nice. So yeah, and what I used to apply the glitter was this brush right here. You guys can probably see it. It's so tiny, but it is perfect to make your own glitter liner. And what I used to apply that was my lash adhesive. But yes, you guys, I'm loving this look. I don't think that I'm going to do wing liner. I'm not going to do wing liner. Yeah, I'm not. Because the eye look is already so smoky. We can use like the black eyeshadow as like a wing. So, and we already winged out the eyeshadow as well. So yeah, if you guys are intimidated by wing liner, try doing that. Just make your eyeshadow looks a little bit more darker on the outer corners, and then that can act as your wing. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to apply my favorite lashes ever when I do winged out looks like this and just dramatic looks. These are from Aliexpress. As you guys can see, why I like them so much is because it's shorter on the inner corner and then it just elongates, just like how this eyeshadow look is doing. So yeah, I'm going to apply these. And I'm sorry that I don't know the style of these lashes, but I will be doing a little lash haul soon. So once I order all of my lashes, then I can go ahead and tell you guys what style this is. Okay, you guys, so this look just came together. This is what the eyes look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation and stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, so I figured why not just incorporate my face makeup. Obviously, I decided to do this like midway of me doing my face, so yeah, I'm gonna just catch y'all guys up. What I'm using for a concealer is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Same type of concealer that I use to prime my eyes for my eyeshadow, except obviously a darker shade, because that shade will be way too light for me. So I'm just blending that out. And I'm using my beauty blender to do so. Now with this concealer, I would definitely work in sections, especially if you have dry skin. It's gonna soak it up extremely well. I love using this concealer to obviously highlight my face, but also to prime my eyes, because you don't have to set the base. I'm going to take my Nars bronzer. Now I'm going to take my setting powder and I'm going to set my face. Alright y'all, I look absolutely crazy, but I only let this sit for like a couple seconds and then I dust it right off. So, cause I got dry alligator skin and I don't got time to be looking like a desert. So I'm just going to dust this off. I still have yet to try out any setting sprays, so what I like to do to just make sure all of my powders are set in and sunken into my face so it doesn't look cakey or dry or anything, I'll just wet my beauty blender and then I'll just go in and just damp it all around my face so that the powders all sink into my face. So I don't know if you guys could tell off camera, but that made a huge difference. So I know this look is really like smoky and sultry and everything, but I've been loving the whole, you know, smokiness at the top and keeping it pretty much bare at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do in today's look. So yeah, I'm gonna just pretty much leave my lash line alone. I might do the little 2 dots that I always do in my makeup looks, but I think that's about it that I'm going to do on the lash line. So we're gonna move on to highlight and we'll be finished with this look. Alrighty, and lastly guys, I'm going to take my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and this is in the shade Molten Gold. This is what it looks like. It's so blinding, oh my god. But yeah, I'm going to apply that on my face. Alright you guys, so this is the end of the video. This is how the look turned out. I really like the look. My overall review for these palettes is that they're absolutely amazing. The only negative thing that I have to say about it, which honestly I don't really feel like is negative, you do have to take your time blending these eyeshadows. Yes, you're supposed to take your time blending eyeshadows, period. But with these palettes, I feel like it does take a little bit longer for you to get that perfected blended look. So I did not have any patchiness or anything like that. This is the part of the new collection and not the original collection that was first launched and had to get pushed back. Yes, I absolutely love this look. I wanted to keep this review really short and simple because I really don't have much to say except that these eyeshadows are amazing and I had no problem with them. And I really like how this look came out. So if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.